Hello friends, this is Sanjeev and I'm back with another video. So in this video, I'm going to describe how we can be financially independent and we can also live our luxurious life while we are working on our financial independence. So what are the things that we should do? So I would suggest a couple of things that we must apply in order to be financially independent, and at the same time we should also not miss the beauty of the universe. We have to enjoy our life as well despite saving a lot of money. So I would suggest that we all should have 5 buckets. So suppose you are earning 1 lakh rupees per month. So you need to create 5 buckets, and the first bucket should be the educational bucket. Second one should be your fun bucket. Third one should be your financial independence bucket. Fourth one should be your monthly expense bucket. And fifth one should be your backup bucket. So you need to create these 5 buckets. And I would like to describe how much amount you should put in each and every bucket. According to your requirement, according to your need, you can switch little bit, but most probably you have to keep the same amount. So from today itself, I would suggest that you should not spend more than 70% of your earning in your daily or your monthly or yearly expenses. 30% you have to save anyhow. It doesn't matter what you are going to do. You have to first save 30% and remaining 70% only you have to spend. This is the habit of all successful people who has become financially independent and who has become very rich in their life. So now let's talk about the buckets. So first bucket is educational bucket. In that I would suggest you to put 5% of your earning. So 5,000 you need to put in educational bucket, because education is a thing which can give you a lot of amount. A lot of things it can give you if you will invest that amount in your brain. Because if you will not invest those amounts in your personal development, in your development, your skill development, then obviously really and truly you are not going to be very good in anything. You are not going to be valuable in the marketplace. So one thing you need to understand is whosoever is very successful, they have worked on their skill sets. They have done a lot of things. They have paid a lot of amount on their skill sets in learnings. And it is being said that your value, whatever value you are bringing in the marketplace, that much amount you are going to earn. So I would suggest that you need to at least invest 5% of your monthly income in your self development. So you can take a webinar, you can go to a workshop, you can read books, you can opt for any online course. So whatever way suits for you, you need to invest. And especially I would suggest that you need to invest a lot of amount in improving your communication skill. Because Warren Buffett has said once in an interview that the greatest investment you can do to improve your communication skill, because that skill would live with you forever, and that one skill can give you millions of dollars. So I would suggest that at least 5% you should invest in your development, your skill development, your personal development, and all kinds of development about yourself. The second bucket is fun bucket. Apart from apart from earning a lot of money and investing, we need to also keep our life enjoying. So I would suggest that 5% you should spend on your lifestyle, on your fun. So this bucket is also very very important, and you should keep 5,000 if you are earning 1 lakh rupees per month. The third bucket is you need to keep 10% of your earning, that would be 10,000, for your financially independent bucket, and that amount you do not have to touch until or unless something misfortune happened with you financially. Otherwise you do not have to touch it. If you will keep it for a long period of time, suppose you are putting 20,000 amount in mutual fund, and if it gives 10% of return, and if you keep it invested for 12 years, it can give you 1.5 crore rupees. But if fortunately, and if you are lucky, and if you get 15% of return, then the same investment can turn into 3 crore in next 20 years. So friends, it doesn't matter how much amount you are going to invest. What things matter is your discipline, your attitude towards investment. There are so many people who start investing, they invest for 6 months, 1 year, and after that what they do, they withdraw all the amount, or they start withdrawing the partial amount. You do not have to do that. You have to keep invested for longer period of time. So at least 10% you need to invest in your financially independent fund. And also you should have 10%, 70% you need to spend in your other expenses. Like you can have your monthly expense, if you have taken any mortgage, then you need to pay EMI, and if you have children, then you have to pay their tuition fee, their school fees. So 70% only you have to invest, you have to spend amount. And fifth bucket that you must keep is your backup bucket, because we must have some backup for the rainy days, right? So if you are doing job, and if you get fire in future, then at least you should have some backup amount, at least for 3 months, 4 months, or 6 months. So suppose you have in future, suppose you have started today, and after 6 months or 1 year you have achieved your backup amount, like you have enough amount for backup, then what you can do for that amount in future. So if you have any mortgage, if you are paying any debt, then what I would suggest, that start putting that amount, whatever you were putting, like you were putting 10,000 in your emergency bucket, that 10,000 can go in your debt payment. So friends, these are the 5 buckets each one of us must keep. And I would also suggest all of you to read some of the wealth creation book, and I would suggest one of that book which I have already read, and this is the book. This book is The Richest Man in the Babylon, and this is one of the great book that has been written to create wealth. So all of you must read this book. So friends, hope this video would have given you some of the insights to create wealth and become financially free. Thank you.